Good morning, Profit Hackers. How are we all today? Let me know in the comments how you're all doing. It is, Friday, 13th of November. Oh, I forgot it was Friday the 13th. That's not a good day for those who are suspicious. I'm not, so it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. Let's hope it is a positive day and none of those funny shenanigans going on. So far, so good. So I want to talk to you about profit and planning for profit in 2021. So if you're in our Bloody Brilliant Business Club, you'll have seen a version of this already posted in there where I'm encouraging everybody to come over and join us in Profit Hackers, because Profit Hackers is really where we are going to be doing all of the hard work and putting all the effort in to help drive profits for 2021. So I want to talk to you today a little bit about planning, and probably going to go into a little more detail than I did in the other webinar. So, do you have a plan? Do you have a plan for your own business for 2021? Now, if you're one of our clients, you probably do have a plan. We've been working on plans with most of our clients, for a couple of months now for 2021. And many of our clients have rolling budgets and plans that they have in place. Now, what we're trying to encourage more of is having an overall overarching budget. So a budget, if you're a large entity and you're supported by banks or you've got investors and that kind of thing, you more than likely have to have an annual budget. But almost as soon as an annual budget or an annual target is produced, it's redundant because life changes, things change, there's so much going on. So it's quite key, I think, to have a 90-day rolling plan. And I'm a really, really big fan of 90-day rolling plans because it helps keep you focused. The disadvantage of a long-term plan is it's too easy to think, well, I haven't achieved my goal in January or February. Well, probably not going to achieve it in March. It's Easter, and then kids are back at school, and then something happens in June or July, and then it's the summer holidays, and then you know what I mean. It's halfway through the year, 3/4 of the way through the year, and all of a sudden you're realizing you haven't achieved your profit goals. And then there's a big flurry when you come back from the summer holidays, September, October, November, to try and hit the profit goal for that year before you're then off for Christmas. And that just isn't very productive for anyone. So I much prefer smaller, more targeted 90-day plans so that you've got 13 weeks, 90 days to achieve a particular profit objective. And then you just rinse and repeat every quarter with another 90-day profit plan and another target objective. But if you keep it short and sweet, and if you keep it focused, you're much more likely to achieve a 12-month objective. Now, the other question I would ask you is, do your clients have a plan? So are you aware of your clients having profit plans? So, for example, if you know that your clients and your customers and people who rely on your services, perhaps your top 5 customers, people who you rely on for your income, are building their own profit targets for the next year. So how do you factor into that? Have you asked the question? Do you know what's coming up for your clients, your biggest clients, for the next 12 months? And can you be asking questions about how you can help them, how you can support them, and potentially looking for how you can get more involved in helping your business, your clients help grow their own businesses, which ultimately is what everybody wants to try and achieve. And my second question is, how would you feel if you had a profit plan and you achieved a profit plan? So imagine getting to the end of each quarter, each 90-day plan, and achieving a profit payout or a dividend on top of the stuff that you have to take monthly for your own salaries, to pay your mortgage, to pay your rent, to pay your bills, to pay your groceries, to pay for the kids to go to school, that kind of stuff. Imagine how you would feel if you had more cash available to pay yourself a bonus on top of that. And that's really what we're going to be all about in 2021, is 4 recurring 90-day profit plans, one for each quarter, one to help us move forward, and we achieve our annual profit targets one little step at a time. So I've got 3 things that I want to share with you today and 3 things I want you to start doing. So number 1 is I want you to start talking. I want you to start talking about you, about your business, about how your business is growing, about the skills that you're learning, the things that you're doing. So for us, for example, we are implementing profit first. So I've been talking a lot about that with our clients. It's not relevant to all of our clients, but it could be. It could be more relevant to some, it could be more relevant to others. The point is to start talking about it and start gathering momentum and start being known as the go-to expert on that particular thing in your industry, both to your clients, the clients that use all of your services, the clients that use some of your services, and the clients that only dip in and out to your services, because they're the ones that are going to be the easiest for you to start upselling your services to. And if you've got more to offer and more value to add, then more than likely your clients will want to pay you, because they know you, more than they'd like to pay somebody else to deliver that service. So talk about your clients. And when I say talk about your clients, I mean this in a more generic sense. So you're not going to talk about a particular person, but you can tell stories about the kind of things that you've achieved and give them an alias, a Bob or a Wendy or a Spud or something like that. Or start talking about the kind of things that you are achieving with those clients and start sharing that with people on blog posts, on newsletters, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Pinterest, anywhere you can get that message out. Pick a story a day and start sharing that with people. Also, share the technical stuff. What's new in your industry? What's new? What's happening? What's going on? What's going to impact your customers and your clients in the short term and the long term? And again, reinforcing that message that if your client has that problem or that challenge or that issue that needs resolving, you are the person that they want to go to for help resolving that. I want you to start building, and I want you to start building products and services that deliver solutions. So when you're talking to your clients and when you're working out what it is that are truly their pain points, you can start building products and services and solutions around them. So we are bookkeepers and accountants, obviously, but we've got bookkeeping services, we've got credit control services, management accounts, VAT returns, end of year accounts, personal accounts, tax returns, personal tax returns. And then not every client has exactly the same package. They'll all have something slightly different. Some have smaller, some have larger. Some have management accounts packs monthly, some have management accounts packs quarterly. Some don't have management accounts packs at all because they do their own bookkeeping and they might only do it once a year, and we just do the annual accounts and the filing for them. But whatever the challenge is for your clients, you need to make sure that you've got the solutions and the packages there that you can talk them through, that you can quote them for, and that you can ultimately deliver. So I want you to start building, start talking about, start sharing, start advertising products, services, and ultimately solutions to your customers' problems. One of the things that I would recommend, going back to the talking about it theme, is to start to write blog posts. Write blog posts or do YouTube videos or short videos on Facebook, on your Facebook page that you can share with people, to put yourself in front of the camera. Trust me, it's horrible to start off with. I hated it, absolutely hated it when I first started doing it. But to be fair, it's no real different sitting here and talking to a camera than it is sitting on a Zoom call and talking to a client. You're just kind of talking to yourself. It's one of the reasons I use all these prompts on the side, because otherwise I'll deviate and I'll go off in a complete tangent, because in my head there's just so much going on, but on screen I'm absolutely focused. I know for this slide, for example, I've got to talk about building products, services and solutions, but I don't need any more prompt than that. So start talking about what you've got to offer, start doing blog posts, start doing videos, start sharing this information. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody cares if it's perfect. It doesn't have to be overly engineered and beautifully choreographed and professionally edited. A simple Facebook Live is enough to get your message out to people who are looking on your Facebook page. This is probably going to go onto YouTube afterwards, so I will share it with YouTube, and it's something that I've produced sitting in front of a Mac. I've got an Ecamm Ecamm Live, which is a streaming service that allows me to stream from here into this Facebook group. And I've produced these slides in about 10 minutes on PowerPoint, and then imported them into Ecamm Live to give me a prompt and, a bubble to talk into. And it just makes you look a little bit more professional, a little bit more slick. And if you're like me, it means that you don't deviate too far away from the point, one hopes. So now I need to prove the point, don't I, by not deviating any further. So start building, start talking. One of the beautiful things about blog posting is you can write your blog post about the problem, and then at the bottom of your blog post you can have a call to action that says, if this is an issue for you, come talk to us. You could have a video in your page which gives people more information about how to take it to the next level, and then they've almost self-selected. If they've read the blog post and they've watched the video about what you've got to offer, and then they call you, they've already gone through their sort of the cold lead and the warm lead process. They're probably pretty hot leads by the time they get to the end of that blog post, and they're ready to start talking to you. So I'm a big fan of blog posts. I'm a big fan of video. I'm a big fan of not quite perfect video that you can just literally run with like this and roll out, and then move on to the next thing. Because quite frankly, none of us have got time to do anything more polished during the day. Now, the other thing I want you to start thinking about is to start planning. So start thinking about a 90-day profit plan. What actions do you need to take in the next 90 days? What you could do is make it more specific. So we're halfway through November. We've got 6 weeks till the end of the year. What steps do you need to take in the next 6 weeks to achieve a profit target by the end of the year? So a 6 weeks timetable. Not necessarily a 90-day profit plan, but a 6-week timetable to lead you into 2021. What do you need to do today that focuses on profit and generating profit in your business? Now, I watched a webinar yesterday. It was a planning session by a sort of fairly well-known entrepreneur in the UK. And one of the things that he is very big on is 90 minutes and making your first 90 minutes of every day count. Now, think about the most important thing in your business. And the most important thing in your business is not the admin. It's not necessarily the financials. It's not necessarily the delivering stuff to your client, although that should be pretty high up there. It should be getting sales, making sales, retaining clients, growing clients. So ultimately, your first 90 minutes of every day should be focused on profit and building profit, doing something profitable, getting leads, getting customers in, keeping the people that you've already got, upselling to the people that you've already got, and building that process. So I would change the first 90 minutes of every day so that the first thing you work on is your business. So you're working on your business, not in your business, to help hit that 90-day profit plan, and start with a 6-week profit plan between now and the end of the year. So don't leave it, start working on it today. Also, I want you to focus on cash flow. 2021 is going to be a tough year. 2020 was bad enough, but in 2020, this is when we're going to have to start paying back our bounce back loans. It's when we're going to have to start paying back our deferred VAT, and we're going to have to start paying back our deferred income tax. Now, if you don't have the cash available for that, and chances are if you haven't paid it already, then you don't have that cash available, or you're going to have to work a little bit harder to build that cash. So it's another reason why we should start working on our 90-day plans and start focusing on profit now, not later. I also want you to think about price rises. Now, in the middle of a pandemic, of course, that's not necessarily a great time for price rises, but it's also not a good reason not to put price rises in. So think about the last time that you raised your prices. Have a look at the prices that you're charging to your customers. You can have a look at it across the board, or you can have a look at it on a client by client basis. You'll know which clients are profitable and which clients are not so profitable, which ones consume a lot of your time and are probably not paying for it, and which ones are not consuming your time and are probably generating a good return on your investment with them, or potentially their investment with you. If you're going to start raising prices on the 1st of January, now is the time to start telling your clients. So I would give people at least 30 days notice. So you've got 2 weeks between now and the end of November to start working on a 1st of January price rise. If you prefer to wait until April, which is the end of the first quarter in the year, and another 90 days away, 90 to 100 days away, then again, you can start working on it now and factoring on it now. But how then are you going to start building that profit in your first 90-day profit plan? So if your market is right, if your clients are right, think about implementing a price rise now. It's not going to be surprising to some of your customers that things have become more expensive and prices need to be increased. We're all expecting big or big tax hikes in the coming year or two. Not quite sure when that's going to be. Probably not in 2020. Hopefully not in 2021. Rather, I think that's kind of a bit too soon. But you never know. So start thinking about price rises and thinking about how you're going to implement them in your business. Don't ignore it. Don't delay it, and don't rely on chance. So I don't want you to go away from today and not do anything. I want you to start talking to your customers, start building your products, and start planning for 2021 so that we can hit the ground running from the 1st of January. And what's the outcome? Well, of course, more awareness, more demand, more interest in your products, more interest in you being the person or the go-to expert in your industry. If you start talking about things, if you start sharing that information, of course we want to have more profit and more cash, because more awareness, more knowledge of who you are and what you do, more interest in what you do creates more leads, it creates more prospects, it creates more conversions, it creates more sales, which creates more profit, which creates more cash. And ultimately that's what we want, because we've got a lot of bills to pay in 2021 and we still want to achieve our profit targets. So my question to you, and I'd like you to drop it in the comments below, is to let me know what profit taking actions are you going to take today. So what are you going to do today to make more profit in your business, or start building the foundations to make more profit in your business? Now, that's obviously what we're all about here in Profit Hackers Mastermind. What we're going to do, and what we have done in many instances, is we've implemented Profit First. So if you haven't implemented Profit First already, pop over into caseron.co.uk, Profit Hackers, and the first section is how to implement Profit First in 12 days. Now, Profit First takes you through 3 steps. And first of all, it's understanding how the cash waterfall works. Then it's implementing the bank accounts, and then it's profit hacking those instant profit leaks, the profit leaks and the things that you're spending money on that you probably shouldn't be doing. So this should give you a massive return on investment just within the first 12 days. Within the first 12 weeks, we want to help you achieve and run your 90-day profit plan. So if you sat in on the 90-day profit plan, I think we did it about 6 weeks ago now, then you'd have seen that we've run these before, and we're going to continue to run these once a quarter. So we're going to be working on a 90-day profit plan at the beginning of every quarter, so that we make sure that we're hitting our profit targets for the year. And then ultimately what we want to achieve is 12 months. In 12 months we should have a permanently profitable business with a lean, mean, profit generating underbelly. It should be a profitable business model. It should be generating profits each month, and it should be delivering a profit dividend for you every quarter. So that's where we aim to get to. So if you haven't logged in and done that first section already, caseron.co.uk/profit hackers. And if you have any questions or any queries, please drop them in the comments below. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. Please give me some hearts or some likes if you've got some value out of this video, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.